CHOI.
$145.8.
145.8 for CHOI. And his opponent, Juan Phoenix PUIG. $145.6 for Juan PUIG. All right, our next bout is in the women's strawweight division. 12-gauge Paige VanZandt versus CURRAN. $115.6 for CURRAN. And her opponent also making her UFC debut, 12-gauge Paige VanZandt. $114.6 for Paige VanZandt. All right, moving on now to the UFC Fight Night prelims on Fox Sports 1. First up in the lightweight division, Edgar versus ARREOLA. $155.6 for El Caballero. And his opponent representing Austin, Texas, making his 21st UFC appearance, Edgar.
154.6.
154.6 for Eve Edwards. All right, staying in the lightweight division. Next up, James the Texecutioner Vick versus Sergeant Nick HEIN. First fighter to the scale is Nick HEIN.
$54.2.
154.2 for Nick HEIN. And his opponent, James the Texecutioner Vick.
$55.8.
155.8 for James Vick. All right, moving on now to the middleweight division. Luke the Big Slow Barnatt versus Roger Silverback NARVAEZ.
$85.4.
185.4 for Roger NARVAEZ. And his opponent, Luke the Big Slow Barnatt.
$85.4.
185.4 for Luke Barnatt. And our featured prelim is in the heavyweight division. Ruslan Leopard Magomedov versus Josh Cuddly Bear Copeland.
264.
264 for Josh Copeland. And his opponent is Ruslan Magomedov. $246 for Ruslan Magomedov. And with that, we get to the main card for UFC Fight Night. Edgar versus Swanson on Fox Sports 1. First up in the lightweight division, Matt Wiman versus Isaac Valley Flag. $156 on the nose for Ike Valley Flag. And his opponent is back for the first time in nearly 2 years. Please welcome Matt Wiman. $155.4 for Matt Wiman. All right, with that, we move on to the flyweight division. Joseph Benavidez versus Dustin Ortiz. $125.6 for Dustin Ortiz. And his opponent currently ranked number 2 in the world, Joseph Benavidez. $125.6 for Joseph Benavidez. All right, next up, we got a good one in the heavyweight division. Jared, the Big Show, ROSHOLT versus Alexei, the Boa Constrictor, OLIYNYK. $235 for Alexei OLIYNYK. And his opponent, Jared ROSHOLT. $240 for the Big Show. All right, moving on now to a feature bout in the flyweight division. Brad One Punch Pickett versus Chico the King CAMUS.
$125.6.
125.6 for Chico CAMUS. And his opponent, Brad One Punch Pickett. $126 for Brad Pickett. All right, now we get to the co-main event in the lightweight division. Bobby King Green versus Edson Jr. Barboza. $155 for Edson Barboza. And his opponent comes in having won his last 8, Bobby King Green.
155.4.
155.4 for Bobby Green. All right, with that fun backdrop, it is now time to take a closer look at the two men who share the marquee for tomorrow night's featherweight main event. Take a look.
Frankie, the answer,
Frankie Edgar versus Cub Swanson is a fight where it may very well be the two best guys in the world, other than the champion, at 145 pounds.
right on the button. He rocked him.
It's also a fight where it's conventional versus extremely unconventional. You take those two skill sets together, you put them into play, and you got all the makings for a hell of a fight.
There's definitely a lot riding on this fight. He wanted to fight me, and that makes it even better.
Yeah, call for a fight with Cub. A win over him will solidify me as being the #1 contender.
I would love to get the finish and prove to people that I am the #1 contender.
Oh, it's Swanson by knockout.
This fight has all the makings to be one of the best fights of the year. I know Cub's going to bring it, and I've never been in a boring fight.
Frankie Edgar finishes!
A lot's on the line, and when a lot's on the line, people get desperate, and desperate times call for desperate measures. 2 dogs, 1 bone, winner takes it all.
I know it's my time. I'm unstoppable.
First fighter to the scale, currently ranked #2 in the world, Cub Swanson!
.8.
145.8 for Killer Cub. And his opponent is the former UFC lightweight champion. Please welcome Frankie, the Answer, Edgar. What a main event it will be. That makes it official. Thank you all for coming out. We'll see you right back here for the fights tomorrow night.